hammer to sand the surface real quick to make sure there's no burrs on it. Just got a little sanding stone here. They kept it pretty flat. Feels pretty good. Okay. And the last thing I do is tighten up the jaws on the other side. It's starting to get heavier for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. So I'm just going to put a light tension on these. I want to be able to move it. This is going to take some fine tuning with it mounted and an indicator on it. You want to make sure it's beat all the way down. Usually use a lead hammer to make sure it's down all the way. Get a little tension on that all the way. Okay, now you take your speed handle, wherever it ran off to. Feel pretty even, but you want to put light tension on that. You want to go in your lead hammer and knock these down side to side, make sure they're flat this way and flat this way. You want to have an indicator on it so you can see what's going on. But you basically are trying to get it as flat as you can. You go like that. This side's sticking out more than that side. Feels like it's sticking out on both sides. No, this one's more. Go that direction. Oh, that helped it. That got a lot closer. So you want to put an indicator on it, really see what's going on. So the jaws are all ground to be the same, most likely. I didn't measure them, but they usually are. So you want to make sure it's pretty flat here, over here. Looks like this one's higher than this one. So probably need to loosen that screw up a little bit and bang it down. Pretty even everywhere else. So now I can go ahead and open this up. You want to tighten this side up first here, because this one here will tend to lift it. This one tends to shove it in the vise where it's already down against the vise. Like that. Now this one here we thought was a little bit high. So I'm going to loosen it up, light torque, close it up. Still feels high. Like I said, this needs to be done actually in the milling machine and more torque on it. And you use the big hammer, big lead hammers on it. But for now, it's pretty flat. It's tuned up. Pretty flat this way when you run your hands across it, around both sides. So it's pretty even. It's not just a free spin here, because we got good grease in there, but it's definitely got some tension on it. And you have no up and down at all by going like this. And when you rotate it in and out now, this hurts. Remember how the screw was going up and down before? It's not doing that no more. So my guess is that they had this screw in here, it's way loose, which was letting this whole thing flop all over the place, which means every time they try to tighten something down, this thing would lift up on you and the part would cock up like that. Wasn't very accurate. So that's pretty damn bad engineering on their part, but now it looks pretty good, so not bad. Now this vise here, they had these keys right here, which they just chew up your table like this. They'll actually put a dent in there, but it's going to scratch. But these actually key into your table over here to help you line your table up. Your vise up quickly. You just drop it in, shove it all the way to one side, and tighten it. And it should be, if it's adjusted correctly, it'll go in within a thou every time. I've never done that. My vise is flat. Usually you got to put those in there, you got to make all that stuff, and I never did it. I just stick it in there, I kind of eyeball it. I get pretty close, and I just put the indicator on it and do it that way. But see, my vise doesn't have that, see? The provisions there for it, though, it looks like. See, it's already been done for it. Just the keys were never added, never made. So, I never really looked at it before. I've just been using it for these 40-something years now. Oh well. See, this thing has a lot of clearance in it. Can't really feel, but it's there. But see, I know what to do. I go in and undo that screw, adjust it, tighten it up, and make that good again. And this will be a good vise again. Now it looks like this vise is a little bit different than the other one on height. Okay, see this one here, we got about 5/16 of an inch sticking up. Let's go see if these have got taller. These might be a little bit taller jaws on this one. Ooh, it's heavy. Not much, 1/16 more, maybe. Pretty even. Not much of a difference. Just a little bit. These look taller, probably because they're shinier. I don't know. They are a little bit taller. You see, I got bigger bolts and they're more centered looking. Okay, that needs to be worked on. Okay, let's go grab that big sucker and stick it up on this table. See how it looks over here. It's starting to get heavy. Oh, fuck. Weak. Bet I don't want to drop that. Oh, that hurts. Good for my arm. Shoulder. There. Popped in. Slide it back and forth. It's keyed in. That hurts. And it slides in there like that. Don't think you can see the keys in there, but they're down in there. So now you have a little bit of clearance this way, see, not much. So if you just shove it all the way against that direction, and then tighten your holes up, it should center up pretty close each time you do it. So there's that vise. Let me get my other one out here. Ooh, clunk, clunk. Mine's lighter. Yeah, probably not. I'm just used to picking it up better. Yeah, they're the same size. Alright, there's your difference in vices. Mine has a little bit thicker jaws on it. Let's see, mine goes about right there. See, I just split my eyeball it right there. Okay, so mine sits here. So it looks like they're in about the same spot on the table. Pretty damn close. So if you take a straight edge and run it down there, you would see it. Where's the straight edge at? Oh, here's a straight edge right here. That looks like a straight edge to me. Yeah, pretty close. See, mine's just slightly further back, or this one's not straight, I'm not sure. Try it the other direction, that'll tell you. When I find out something's bent, stick on the other one and see. Yeah, mine's definitely further out. Sticks in a little bit deeper. And I'm still not even center all the way, still going a little bit further yet. So my vise is that way, 100th thou probably. There you go, they're pretty even. Truck tire irons. So this one here, a little bit longer out this way. So this one's been cut away or something. See how mine goes all the way around? This one's been cut. I don't think this is factory, I think it's been modified. It's clean cut too, so that's someone cut that. It was obviously hitting something on their table. Because see, this is made to have liquid in it. And see how mine collects it. This one doesn't. It's been cut off. So if you had any liquid on this one, it'd drain and drop down the back. Whereas mine, it would go back in the back, drain, come over here and drain in the center of the table. And see, these tables have drains in these things where they can drain out. When you put fluid in them, you can hook fluid up these things and have them set up for that. Here's your hole back here, find it. So, see, mine has a liquid thing right here, a pump controller. Not sure how it gets back to the tank, not sure the tank is, because I've never used it. But it's got liquid provisions on it. Probably someday I might even hook that up, but I haven't done it yet. I'm guessing there's holes, there's a tank in that thing, there's holes and it drains, goes into it. But that would make the tooling live a lot longer if you had actually coolant on it. But it would make a big mess. But, oh well. So my jaws are they're equal on both sides, so they line up pretty good. So these need to be fine-tuned, this set. They need to be dialed in to see how accurate the stops are. I don't think there's any way of adjusting those stops if they're off. So I know I can go ahead and adjust this on mine to fix my problem with that. See how short this handle is, see how long mine is. I like mine better. See, that's this one here. It's not too bad down here for drag. Here's mine. See, mine's pretty loose. Mine's pretty loose. Broken in. So I'll go in there and fix that problem. But there you go. Got twins. But only got one handle. Get another one, I guess. Alright, well there you go. That's how you tune up your machinist vise to make it like new again. So, maybe burr right there. Or not burr, but a nick. So, anyway, there it is. It was a big pile of crap when I started. It's a lot better now. So, it's pretty good. It's better than mine right now, but I'm going to go fix mine next. Tighten that thing up and tune up mine, and I'll be good to go. I do like this one here, how this one's got a little more clearance for drilling down through. See, mine's got this piece in the middle that I've hit before. See the drill mark? This is below the surface, so there's really no reason for that to be there, but you can see how much deeper this one is than this one. So it's just how they're made. So I could probably go in there and take that apart and machine this down deeper if I wanted to get rid of that problem. That has been a problem over the years. Yeah, this has got more clearance. I do like that better. So now I know how to do it. See, I can take it apart. I got another vise here to hold it with, machine it, and then rebuild my vise. There you go. That's how you do it. All right, we're good to go.